Lewis will share with Charlotte, and where emphasis is placed on finding balance in relationships. I am the creator and host. And let me say thank you again for tuning in to this particular new episode, and which is really an extension from what my last one was, and that's Your Pride Stand Tall. Pride is just something that is just hard to just do one episode on it, because it's just such a big thing and such a big problem with a lot of us, and it's extremely big when it comes to relationship and developing relationship. So this particular one is actually titled, When Pride Trumps Your Readiness for Relationships. When pride trumps your readiness for relationships. In order to be ready for a relationship, you cannot have the biggest thing that you carry around with you is your pride, because it's not going to work. You could be one of the ones out there praying for a healthy relationship, praying in your marriage, praying that God send you someone for you. You may be praying for friendship. But the thing is, are you ready for any of that? You can even have your list. You know, some of us have created a list when we're looking for that special someone. I want someone of this physical attribute, someone, whether the finance or whether they have children or no children, or to look a certain way, or to they have to be a certain way in terms of their heart, or they're someone who knows God, or does that even matter to you if they're spiritual? As far as, you know, is it someone who have achieved some things in life? Are they on your level? That, you know, some people say, I need somebody on my level, or does any of those things matter? You may even have a list. You've written everything down. You want them to treat you a certain way. They have to come. Can they cook? Can they not cook? Yes, does that matter to you? And I'm not talking about one gender. I'm talking about whether it's male or female. This applies. Pride does not single out any one gender. It's across the board. It does not necessarily single out your age. It could be young, it could be old. Pride lives and thrives anywhere and everywhere. Just know that. But see, while you have this list that you so-called believe that you're ready. I'm ready, Lord, for my one. I'm ready for you to send me my person. Lord, I'm ready. I'm ready because I've achieved some things in life, and I got the car, I got the house, I have my money in the bank. Lord, I'm ready because, you know, I'm now 30 years old. I'm 35, I'm 40. I played already. I've been out there where I wasn't serious about relationship, but now, God, I'm serious. I'm serious, God. I'm serious. I'm serious because I'm now in a place of readiness where I want to have my own family. I don't want to just go make a family out there. I want to have my own family where there's me, my significant other, my wife, or, you know, with my children. I want to live that life. But are you prepared for that life? Some of you are praying for that to happen. And then you want to know why God is blocking your blessing in which you're praying for. You started several relationships, or many relationships that have failed. And you have to understand what's the one common denominator in all those relationships that have failed, and that would be you. So you have to ask yourself then, why is it that I still cannot find, or I cannot be given friendship, significant others, a marriage, or my wife, or my husband, when God, I'm ready. I'm ready. But you have to ask God, I mean, truthfully and honestly, why does God think you're not ready? Because God hears your prayers. And God surely can answer your prayers. But it's the preparation. Because what pride does a lot of time is creates that wall between your prayer and your preparation. And it's that wall, that pride, that many of us carry everywhere we go, that takes precedent over everything and all things. I call it a silent enemy, because it don't have to make a lot of noise. It's just in the way. It's in the way of your blessing. It's in the way of whether or not God answered your prayer. It's in the way of your friendship. And you may be praying, God, I'm alone or I'm lonely. I just like to meet a friend. Or I like to meet some friends. But I don't just want any friend. I want real friends. I want true friends. I want genuine friends. Not someone who just come to take from me, but also to give to me. But see, a lot of time we pray for stuff. But it's so easy to pray for what we want. But how often do you pray for what you're willing to give? What list have you made of what you're willing to give if you was in a relationship? How have you defined that as to who you want to be and how you would be? Because see, pride, you can't say, well, Lord, I want to nurture. You won't even say that because it's not about being a nurturer. It's about being nurtured. It's not being someone who give respect. It's about one who want to get respect. It's not one who want to cater to someone. It's because you want to be catered. It's not one that feel that you're going to make where their voice is heard. It's one that you always want to be heard. It's not one that you want to value in the relationship because it's always about whether you being valued. See, pride takes over. And if you're already in a marriage like that, where you're not being heard or you're not being seen, you're not being valued, but it's always about the other person because it's always about filling their needs. And you pretty much are the one who's always giving in because that means it's one-sided. It's not balanced. Because if you really look deeper, that person who's always the one receiving, who has a problem giving, because it's the pride that separates you. It's the wall, that pride that keeps you separated in the relationship. And some people can be in a marriage. Yes, physically from the outside, you together. But you really are divided. It's not a true, real, genuine relationship. It's not a healthy relationship because it's one-sided. Pride does that. It keeps things one-sided because it's always about the other person. And if you try to bring to that person to a place of understanding where they are, they have a problem feeling like you're trying to correct them because they're unteachable. Keep in mind, people with pride like that are unteachable. Why are they unteachable? Because they already know. They have already decided that you're wrong and they're right. They already know in their mind that in and everything that they believe is truth. They're the one who don't want to look at them and be vulnerable to saying, well, maybe I got it wrong, because they won't admit that, because that means they're flawed. And the only thing that pride does is hide your flaws. Other people can see your flaws, but you can't see your flaws. Because that means now that you have to truly check yourself. And that's hard for somebody with pride, to check themselves. Because that means then my ego has been tapped into, and do I have a problem? No, I don't have a problem. You got a problem. And there's a tug of war in the relationship. And the sad thing is, the person without pride would never win. But the person with pride always think they win because they're always right. And if there's an issue, it's not my issue, it's your issue. Because I know I'm right and you're wrong. So a lot of time when you want to be with this person who's so full of pride, it's just a matter of surrendering and surrendering and surrendering, even when you know that they're wrong, but you're right. And at some point, that's going to get exhausting. Exhausting. But see, you made this list of who, Lord, I'm ready. I'm ready for a relationship. And all God is saying to you is you have not yet prepared for the one I want to bring to you. The one that I have for you, you're not ready. You have not yet done the things for you. And see, the episode is called when pride trumps your readiness. If you're not in a place of preparation, then you're not in a place of readiness. Whether you're seeking a relationship or whether you're in a relationship. Because I look at it like this, even in a relationship, you're always in a place of preparation. Because things come at you within the relationship you're already in. And it's always about trying to be prepared for what's coming. And then if you are not prepared, you need to get prepared when things come. But God can give you who he wants to give you when you're not ready for it. You're blocking your own blessing. Because this pride which you carry has become your best friend. It's become your everything. Your protector. It's become someone truly that you cannot shed, nor do you want to let go. But then you're seeking someone to share your life with, or to be friends with, or to have a marriage, or just be in a situation where you can be involved in a relationship. And you block your blessing. Because pride gets in the way. It gets in the way. You're not ready. I don't care how long you pray. I don't care how many times you pray. It still will not get you to a place of readiness. And then what a lot of times what we do as people, because we feel God taking too long, we go find our own person. And you know where that takes you. Nothing but chaos. Because that's not who God chose for you. You just want to be with somebody. So you pick and choose this person for whatever reason you pick and choose, and it still won't work. Because when God say wait, there's a reason why God say wait. You in a place of preparation. Because he knows you're not ready. And God doesn't ever get it wrong. He always gets it right. And when God gives you something that's right for you, it's only man that would mess it up. God does not mess up anything because he's made perfect. But we mess it up because of that balance in relationship. And the balance is first with yourself. And when you carry that kind of pride, you are never in balance with yourself. So how can you ever be in balance with someone else when you're not in balance with yourself? And so we fail. We fail in relationship because that's the hardest thing for people and for man to achieve. And that's to be in a place of a good, healthy, genuine relationship with someone. Most people fail at that because we come so flawed. We come with so many issues. Because that's what pride does. It won't allow you to see your flaws. It won't allow you to see the things that you need to change within yourself. So you project all of that on someone else, and you think they should be the one to change, to convert to where you are, so that your needs can be met. It's not about whether you meet their needs. Just the fact that you're the prize in the relationship. You're the prize. So their goal and what should drive them is whether or not you remain happy so that you stay within the relationship and be the prize. You just want the constant feeding, but you don't ever want to feed. You always want what's given to you, but you don't want to give. And that's a bad way to even live or even feel that you can build a relationship. Because all you do is take. And you take and you take and you take. And then you think you have a right to take. And you think this is very normal and natural for you because that's really who you are. You're argumentative a lot. Simply because you want what you want. And you want it how you want it. And you want it when you want it. And you constantly criticize. You criticize because you want that constant feeding. Because of that pride got to be fed. You don't like, again, any correction. Because then you're questioning me, you're challenging me. Just do what I say, and I say I need this, then I need this. But isn't that a selfish way to be in a relationship that you think you doing somebody a favor by being with them? Isn't that a selfish way to say I love my wife or I love my kids, but all your time is your time? Isn't that a selfish way to think that this is what a relationship is? But isn't that a selfish way that you believe truly that someone should even accept that? And the sad thing, a lot of people out there do accept that because of the love they have for that person that they don't want to lose. So they give up all of themselves and pour all of that into that person, getting back very little in return because pride does not know how to give. Pride knows how to receive. And those relationships really are toxic. And they're so in a place of where you're not nourished. You're undernourished. Because we need nurturing. The only one sitting over there fat and feeling good is the one with the pride because someone is willing to give it to him. And the one that's looking malnourished is the one who are not receiving. It's not good. So as you're out there praying for God to send you your person, or to send you your friendship or your friends or whoever, whatever you're asking for, why don't you ask yourself again, so when if God were to give this to you, what are you willing to give and what are you willing to sacrifice if he gives that to you? Because see, to have a balanced relationship, to have a healthy, genuine, real relationship, it takes sacrifice. So what are you willing to sacrifice? Or is your pride is going to block your blessing that God want to give you because you won't sacrifice? You won't give. You won't serve. You won't be vulnerable. You won't be in a position where you can hear and see the other person. Do you care? Can you actively love? Can you actively give? Can you actively create a genuine, real, true relationship with someone that you don't have to always be the one who's first? Can you be willing to be last? To make someone else first? To make someone else more important than yourself? So while you're praying over this relationship that you hope God send you, you need to be asking yourself those questions. If God send me this person, or when he send me this person, what am I willing to give up of myself to receive them? What am I willing to give up of myself to make sure that I give them my best self? Because see, to do that, you can't have this pride circling around you, all in you, over you, taking over your life. You can't carry this person, this pride with you everywhere you go. Yes, pride can have its place. But when you put pride in everything and all things, then truly all you see is yourself. You just want the company of someone. But do you really want the relationship of someone else? Because see, relationship go far beyond just somebody being in the physical. Because relationship is about feeling. It's about connecting. It's about truly being with someone, being into someone, caring for that person, where that person matters to you, that you're willing to sacrifice some things even about yourself to make sure that they're good. And again, that you're giving them the best of you. You can't be in that place of pride to do that. So if you really, really, really want that, and I'm assuming that you do because you're praying for it. If you really, really, really want that, then what are you willing to sacrifice for that? Don't look at your stuff, because some of us do. We look at our stuff in relationship, thinking you the prize because I come with this stuff, I come with that stuff. And now you living like this. When I met you, you were living like that, throwing it at them instead of allowing them to embrace what you have and what you brought to the table and willing to share what that is. You throw it at them. You throw it at them as if they beneath you. That's pride. I come with this and you come with that. Reminding them of where they were when they met you, and without me, where would you be? That's pride. You building yourself up to be such this big person while you put them down to a lower level. That's pride. That's not relationship. There's nothing healthy about that. And then to remind them every chance you get of where they can also be if it wasn't for you. Pride. Or you have somebody with pride that wants to be the one who talk to you as if you're a child, but you're not even on the level they are as an adult. But they want to talk to you and down to you like a child. That's pride. Because they see themselves bigger than you. They see themselves on a level higher than you. And they see you on a lower level. And they treat you on the level in which they see you. That's pride. Pride, guys, pride. Between your prayer and your preparation. It is not good to make that your best friend. Pride is not good if it makes that your all in everything and all things. It is not good. Pride would never put you in a place of preparation for your readiness for a relationship. You will fail. Or someone will be with you suffering by choice to still be with you with all your flaws that you have not yet dealt with all your pride that you stand so tall on. But they'll stay in it for whatever reason they choose. But they'll stay in it to keep feeding your ego, to keep feeding the pride in which you demand nourishment. Something wrong with that. And why they remain malnourished, because you're not willing to give what they need. That's pride. Pride is about making sure I'm serviced. And you self-service yourself because it disconnects you from what's real and true about yourself. And if you can't be real and true about yourself, then how are you going to be real and true to someone else? Because we sometimes can't handle what we're carrying. And that pride is the one thing that protects you from truly feeling and knowing your true self. So if you can't be in that place, then how are you going to be your true self to someone else when you're not allowing them to even know you or to even be in a place where they get to enjoy the true you instead of the one that's full of this facade of this who you are. Pride is demanding, extremely demanding. And it's hard to fill those shoes when someone demands so much of you because of where they are and what they're needing, that constant feeding. It's hard to do that. So I want you to pray. I want you to pray something different for yourself, and that is, Lord, show me how to prepare. These are some things I want to be in the relationship when you give me my person. Change your list to who you want to be. I want to be this, Lord. I want to be one of humble spirit. I want to be one of vulnerability. I want to be one of truth. I want to be one of openness. I want to be one where I can serve, I can cater to, I can nurture, I can actively love. I can be one, I want to be one, God, that I don't have to be apologetically ashamed of who I am. I want to have that level of vulnerability that I can truly be myself. Let me, Lord, pray that I see more of you and less of me, because pride gets in the way. I want to be one, Lord God, that without a doubt, the woman that you sending me, or the man that you sending me, or the friend that you sending me, I want to be without a doubt, Lord God, that I come being one of trustworthiness to whomever that person is. Switch that list and make it about you. Who do you want to be in the relationship? You can still have your list, but you need to make a list about yourself. And if you're struggling with creating that list of those things and probably some other things as well, then you got to ask yourself why. Why I'm struggling to be that person. What's blocking me, Lord? And then whatever's blocking me, take it away. Where's the pride in me? Show me, God, what that pride is so that it can be removed. I want it gone. Because, Lord, I want you to make me ready. Make me ready. Prepare me for what you want to give me, to send me, for me to have. I long for relationships. I long for my one. I long for my partner. I long just to have friends. But prepare me, Lord. Prepare me, because I want to be in a place of readiness. I don't want my pride to trump my readiness for a relationship. So prepare me, Lord. That pride that is in the way, remove it. Shed it away. Burn it down. Because, God, I want to be one ready for what you have to offer me and what you want to give me. You need to pray for that. Sometimes we're just praying for the other person, but we never really praying for ourselves. Because pride tends to tell you, show you, and show up without a doubt saying, but you are ready. But see, pride doesn't speak for God. Pride speaks for you. But you want God to speak to you, through you, and show you that you are now ready, not your pride. You want that to come from God, because you would know, because you would not be that person of pride, but you'll be one who truly sees and want to give and want to do. You be that person, not the one who always just want to receive. You want to be that person. And if you're in the marriage or in a relationship with someone, and you really are that person exhibiting pride to the level that is creating distance between you and your significant others, that has built a wall between the two of you, then you need to pray that God allow you to see things for what it is and not shield you from it because of your pride, but tear that wall down between your prayer and your preparation. Lord, prepare me, because I want to be better in my relationship. I want to be better in my marriage. I want to be better with my children. I want to be better, Lord, with my family. I just want to be better. And take that pride that's creating that barrier, that division, that wall, that separation from who I truly need to be, so that I can be one of fullness and ready to be in and all in with this relationship, to give and be my best self in it, to be vulnerable in it, to be open in it. Show me, Lord, that I'm one that is teachable, not unteachable. But you have to be open for that. You have to be open for that. Because we are about people. Like this podcast is called, it's finding balance in relationship. But it starts with you. It starts with you getting ready, getting prepared. Because if you're still carrying and holding stuff, and your pride won't let it go, because that's the way it shields you, protects you, let it go. And whatever you got to go through, feel the pain. Free yourself. Shed that dead weight from you so that you can release yourself and you can be usable to God. Because He has someone for us all. But He can't give you that person so you can damage them. He can't give you that person and create chaos. He can't give you that person because you're not ready. you have not yet prepared for it. So get in a place of preparation for what and how God wants to truly bless you. Because he has somebody for you. And in your marriage, if you really want a true, genuine, real, healthy relationship, then sometimes you have to check yourself and ask God, what is it about me that I need to change? Because I really want this relationship to be the best and the healthiest relationship that I can possibly contribute to it. And you have to be willing to do that. Because one person can't make a relationship. And one person cannot give their all and not give and not receive something back. Pride. Pride, that silent enemy that makes a lot of noise because it creates havoc, it creates chaos. It creates drama. That silent enemy called pride. We got to do better as a people. We got to do better as an individual, and I'm asking you to do better. Do better in your relationships. Don't just pray for that person that God sent to you. Pray for change within yourself. Pray also for you. So I want to thank you for tuning in for this particular episode. Thank you for that. And thank you for all your support. Thank you for your comments, and I make sure that you post those. Thank you for those who subscribed and who's followed, and those who have not, please do so. Share this episode, because there's a lot of people out there just so dismantled, so in such a bad place. And our relationship as a people suffers because we are not yet balanced within ourselves. And pride is one of those things that stands in the way. It's that wall that we build between our prayer and our preparation. And we all want to be in that place of preparation so we can get to that place of readiness for relationships. So I encourage you, I challenge you to do that. Find me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And just want to say thank you. Share this, please. If you like this message, click the like button. Let me know that you do. And I thank you again for tuning in. And also continue to support me and encourage me. I say thank you for that. And don't forget, this season is also about letter writing. You can write whatever you like to me to share with Charlotte. And that's to char@sharewithcharlotte.com. Please share with me. I would love that. And I would like to see you on my next particular episode. And thank you again for tuning in. Thank you.